Hey, how's it? This is the Cowboy Buzz. Yes, I changed my channel name. So I was, for the viewers that that do watch, that do enjoy my content. Thank you very much. I'll give an explanation at the end of the video. So yeah, I'm sitting here watching NFL Red Zone. I know I said I was gonna make a pre-draft video, but I actually got during the bye week, but I actually got called back into work. Um, I, I actually got called back into work. So with all the new, this 8 months out of work, getting back in the swing of things, plus with all the new rules and all the protocols that gotta go by now, it kind of drained me out. So I was just like, whatever. But then I'm sitting here watching Red Zone, and I started thinking, other than the Steelers game, I don't think the Cowboys have been televised other than Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. But other than that, I don't think we've been televised. And that's how bad we become. That's how thinking how bad we become. You know, I mean, not even the exciting losses is good anymore. I mean, even the haters, like they're going, well, whatever, Cowboys suck. I want to see something more competitive, or whatever. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna make a video about the pre-draft. Um, Yes, I know technically we in the hunt for the NFC East title. What good is a division title though? Enjoy the game week to week. Enjoy it. Cheer for the Cowboys to win. Of course, that is common sense. But if you're thinking about that far ahead, then I don't know. I don't do that. I just love watching my Cowboys play, and all that. So yeah. Um, I think the biggest change I think we need to do is coaching. We need something fresh. You know, Tom Landry brought it fresh. Being the Cowboys, first coach and all that. But he also brought something that the NFL, not that much, like it was new to the NFL. Jimmy Johnson, college coach. People said he wouldn't make it, but you know what? He brought something fresh to the to the thing. Other than that, we've been just a bunch of recycles, a bunch of guys that you know if they deserved it or not, like just because it's Jerry Jones making the decision, like it's hard to buy into a coach, that's like going, oh, he got handpicked by Jerry Jones, or he's a puppet then, whatever. Other than Bill Parcells was a culture change coach. So yeah. Um, and so yeah, so yeah, we need something fresh. Yeah, you can always have your core principles of what you want to see the Cowboys to be, but you just need to have it modernized and all that. You know, Jimmy did that from Tom Landry. He kept, there's a lot more similarities as far as the principles go. That. But number one thing is the reason why you need something fresh. You need something fresh that is winning. And all that. So yeah. The next thing is Dak. Like I know a lot of people are waffling about the money and about the injury. Understandable. I do want Dak back as my quarterback because I do think that we have so much holes. We need so much fixing. That like if we do move on from Dak, then you know all bets are off the table. Like that. I don't think we can get Trevor Lawrence unless every team decides to, go crazy and want to win, and then the Cowboys are just the bottom of the league, and whatever. Um, the only guy I can see dethroning Trevor Lawrence is is Justin Fields. I think he's a spectacular player, but I do think that Trevor Lawrence is the number one quarterback, the number one player going to be the overall player in the draft. Um, the kid I like though is Zach Wilson. I think he's a athletic quarterback, but can make great plays with his arm. Yes, athletic, but makes great plays with arm. Very accurate. With this thing, and only now he's getting the national buzz and all that kind of stuff. uh, so yeah, I know people want to talk about defense. Um, for some of the holes that we got, defensive tackle, nose tackle, whatever you want to, interior, and then safety, and then cornerback is something that we look at. If we do trade back, got somebody got one of the other teams like, hey man, let's go get a quarterback, and we trade back, then yes, but I don't see a top five. Having said that, this is what it is. The player that I want, I can make another video about why, but the player I want, because he's just a great player, is Penei Sewell, offensive tackle out of Oregon. Our offensive line is this is horrible. Like, and then you got Tyron Smith, who we can't depend even week to week, let alone even in the game situation, we cannot depend on him to stay healthy. So I think he's athletic. I think Penei was athletic. I think he has. I think he's not shown as much, but I think he has a nasty streak. I think he's, very strong, very technical, and and the type of offense that the Oregon run, is kind of like what modernized the Cowboys and all that. So, and if you keep Tyron Smith, hey, let him back him up and maybe move on to swing tackle. But we need to rebuild our offensive line, and not only rebuild our offensive line, but this guy, I think he's a top. I think he's a top five player. I believe that he's a top five player. So Penei Sewell out of Oregon is the guy. All right, now come to the channel name. The foundation, there's some other reasons why to it. I won't get into that, but I thought it got stale. The reason why I called it the foundation before is because inside the trenches, that's the way I believe. You build from the inside out. Unless there's a great quarterback out there, you need something, a solid foundation, a good offensive line. A good defensive line makes everything easier on the makes it everything easier on the outside. You make average quarterbacks look better than what they are. You make good running backs into great running backs. Cornerbacks, that's why they become playmakers, because they're always doing this and all that. So that's why it had that name for a while. Um, now now the reason why I changed it to the Cowboy Buzz, yes, the little catch in there, like what's going on with the Cowboys, the buzz, what's the buzz in the Cowboys? It's not exactly that. This is kind of a personal thing for me. In my high school days, I used to enter competitions as a bodyboarder, and while I didn't win any tournaments, I won my fair share of heats and all that kind of stuff. So like, while I didn't win, I was never sponsored, but the reason why, again, the board that I used to love, I mean, well, not used to, the board that I love to ride is Tubes Bodyboards out of California. Um, my favorite board from it is the Roach, but from the legendary drop knee bodyboarder Paul Roach. Um, I don't think I can drop knee like I used to, but that was my absolute favorite board. But the reason why I chose the the, the Buzz is because the first board I ever bought with my own money was Tubes Buzz. Um, you know, and I love that board. I love that board because I could throw big time errors with that sucking thing, and I used to do 360s, reverse 360s, you know um, you know drop me. But the main thing I used to love about the thing was I used to catch huge errors on that sucking thing and all that. So yeah, I just absolutely love that board, and a lot of personal meaning behind it as well. All right, well, that's my video. Mahalo for watching. Pani all the boys. Who are you with? You know who I'm with. I'm with the Dallas Cowboys.